Welcome to Luxury Home Decor. Today we're sharing 2025 backyard fence ideas that boost privacy, elevate style, and keep maintenance low. You'll see smart DIY options, modern designs, and practical tips you can use this weekend. Whether you want full coverage or airy screening, I'll help you choose materials, layouts, and lighting that fit your budget and climate. If this helps, please like, share, and subscribe to Luxury Home Decor for more modern home and garden upgrades every week. A fence is more than a boundary. It's the backdrop of your outdoor life. The right design shapes privacy, reduces wind, calms noise, and frames views while keeping kids and pets safe. It can guide foot traffic, anchor garden beds, and complement architecture. We'll cover choices that balance height, opacity, airflow, and style, so your yard feels inviting, secure, and cohesive. Think of your fence as functional furniture that sets the tone for everything else outside. Before you shop, plan. Confirm property lines, check city and HOA rules, and learn height limits, setback requirements, and pool codes. Call utility locates before digging, especially near driveways and edges. Sketch your layout with gate positions, trash enclosures, and screen walls. Measure slopes and note sun, wind, and neighbor windows. Getting permits sorted avoids rework and fines. Good planning protects relationships with neighbors and creates a smoother weekend build with fewer expensive surprises. Let's talk budget. Costs vary by material, height, and terrain. Include posts, fasteners, concrete, finishes, disposal, delivery, and gate hardware. Add 10% for waste and adjustments. Price per linear foot changes with custom fabrication and site access. So be honest about your tools and timeline. Save by mixing materials, using modular panels, and tackling finishing yourself. Prioritize strong posts, durable coatings, and quality latches. Those extend lifespan and minimize maintenance over the years. What looks current in 2025? Clean lines, mixed materials, warm neutrals, and integrated lighting. Horizontal slats remain strong, but vertical battens are rising for a taller, slimmer feel. Decorative metal screens appear as accent bays, adding pattern without heavy bulk. Sustainable choices, like recycled composites and locally sourced stone, earn points. Smart locks and soft close hinges make gates feel premium. The result is a calm, modern backdrop that lets planting textures and outdoor furnishings take center stage. Privacy isn't one size fits all. Full privacy fences block views and noise but can feel heavy. Semi-private designs use staggered boards or slats to blur sightlines while keeping airflow. Decorative screens offer targeted coverage behind seating, hot tubs, or grills. Think in zones. Full privacy where you lounge or dine. Filtered privacy near garden paths, and open sections framing views. Design transitions with posts, planters, or trellises so changes in opacity feel intentional and graceful. Material selection drives maintenance and longevity. Wood offers warmth and easy customization. Composite and vinyl deliver low upkeep and stable color. Metal brings slim profiles and durability. Bamboo and reed panels add natural texture quickly. Gabion systems provide mass, privacy, and sound damping. Masonry piers lend structure and rhythm. Matching materials to climate, budget, and tools protects your investment. We'll unpack pros and cons so you can choose confidently and avoid ongoing headaches later. Wood remains a favorite for its versatility and price. Cedar and redwood resist decay naturally, while treated pine is budget-friendly if sealed well. Choose thicker boards and galvanized or stainless fasteners. Keep posts off soil with gravel collars and drainage cones. Pre-stain parts to coat edges, then touch up after assembly. Add cap rails and kickboards to shield end grain and deflect splashback. With simple seasonal care, a wood fence can age beautifully. Composite and PVC shine when you want lasting color with minimal maintenance. Many systems use hidden fasteners, rigid posts, and color-through boards that won't need repainting. Expect realistic wood textures, UV resistance, and long warranties. Panels often assemble quickly, making them weekend-friendly. Rinse annually, check fasteners, and you're done. Upfront costs run higher than pine, but pay back with fewer refinishing cycles and a consistent modern look that holds up across seasons. Metal fences bring a sleek, architectural vibe. Powder-coated aluminum resists rust and stays light, perfect for horizontal slats. Steel frames feel substantial and pair well with wood or composite insets. Choose marine-grade coatings near coasts, and design drainage points so water doesn't sit inside tubes. Hidden brackets and consistent gaps create crisp lines. Metal excels at narrow profiles, long spans, and precise modern detailing that reads high-end without feeling fussy or overcomplicated. Bamboo and natural cane screens deliver fast, sustainable privacy. They're great over existing chain link or as removable seasonal panels. Anchor them to wood or metal frames for longevity, and keep them off soil to prevent wicking. Apply exterior sealers, especially in sunny climates, and add windbreaks behind exposed runs. Expect some color weathering. Embrace it or refresh with tinted sealants. Bamboo offers warm texture, especially beside tropical planting and concrete or stone patios. Gabion fences make bold statements with wire baskets filled with stone, recycled glass, or timber offcuts. They're heavy, stable, and excellent at dampening road noise. Use corrosion-resistant mesh, compact stable bases, and incorporate drainage. Combine Gabion piers with wood or metal infill panels for privacy where needed, saving costs on full stone runs. The look is rugged yet modern, pairing beautifully with native grasses, black hardware, and warm wood accents for striking contrast. Living fences bring softness and seasonal interest. Combine evergreen hedging for year-round screening with trellises that carry flowering vines for color. Espalier fruit trees create productive, sculptural partitions along paths. Plan irrigation lines, mulch and trimming access. And remember growth rates when spacing plants. Use slatted fences as support so greenery weaves through, softening boundaries while keeping structure. Living layers reduce glare, cool hot patios, and support pollinators with gentle habitat. Horizontal slat fences thrive on proportion. Tight spacing yields strong privacy. Wider gaps promote airflow and lighter weight. Use consistent spacers for clean rhythm, align screws, and consider hidden fasteners. Combine wood slats with powder-coated posts for longevity. Break long runs with accent bays, planters, or a framed screen panel. Maintain straight lines with string guides and level checks every few boards. The finished look is calm, linear, and timelessly modern. Board-on-board and shadow box designs solve the shrinking board problem. Overlapping boards eliminate see-through gaps as wood dries, offering dependable privacy. Stagger boards across rails and use stainless screws to limit staining. A shadow box alternates boards on both sides, allowing airflow while blocking direct views. Add top caps and trim to finish edges cleanly. These patterns suit varied climates and feel more refined than simple side-by-side pickets, without adding complicated joinery. Vertical batten fences create a taller appearance in compact yards. Skinny slats, regular spacing, and a continuous cap rail deliver Scandinavian simplicity. Vertical lines draw eyes upward, making boundaries recede. Use hidden nails or screws from the back to keep faces clean. A painted or stained finish in soft greige, deep green, or charcoal pairs well with light pavers and pale gravel. The result feels fresh, airy, and distinctly current without overspending. Decorative screens add personality without bulk. Laser-cut aluminum or steel panels provide 60 to 80% privacy while casting beautiful shadows. Frame panels in wood or metal for stiffness, and backlight them with low-voltage strips for night drama. Use patterns sparingly as accent bays beside seating, spas, or dining areas. Screens also disguise utilities, trash, AC units, or pool pumps, while keeping service access. Choose motifs that complement architecture rather than shout over it. Wind and noise control require strategy. Mass helps. Gabion sections, overlapping panels, or solid composites reduce sound travel. Seal gaps at bases with kickboards and gravel strips. For wind, avoid giant, unbroken walls. Instead, use semi-private slats that diffuse gusts and protect plantings. Add layered landscaping, shrubs, trees, and berms to absorb and deflect. Manage expectations. You'll soften noise rather than erase it, but the comfort gain in seating zones is noticeable. Slopes and uneven ground demand careful layout. Decide between stepped panels, which create tidy terraces, or racked panels, which angle to follow grade. Longer posts and consistent bottom reveals keep lines crisp. Add French drains or gravel trenches where water collects, and stabilize disturbed soil with mulch or erosion fabric until planting settles. On steep sections, use shorter bay widths and deeper footings to resist lateral forces and keep gates swinging true. Small yards benefit from light colors and fine-scale detailing. Narrow slats, vertical battens, or open trellis sections reduce visual weight. Mirrors or stainless insets expand views. Use sparingly to avoid glare. Integrated planters soften corners and provide herb or privacy screens without adding bulk. Keep lines simple, hardware minimal, and lighting delicate. The aim is calm enclosure, not fortress vibes. Your fence should frame moments. Bistro chairs, a grill nook, or a reading bench. Pool areas come with strict safety codes. Prioritize self-closing, self-latching gates, climb-resistant designs, and proper height and picket spacing. Keep latch releases child-resistant and mounted high. Maintain clear sight lines to water from seating areas, and avoid horizontal rails that act as ladders. Choose non-slip surfaces near gates, and add soft close hinges to prevent slamming. Confirm local ordinances before building. It's safer, and it prevents expensive rework after inspections. Verify gate swing clearance and latch operation during final walkthroughs. Design for pets and kids from the start. Install dig barriers or buried kickboards along bases to stop escape artists. Set latch heights above reach and use rounded edges where little hands explore. Consider small acrylic windows at dog height for curiosity without barking. Choose durable corners and chew-resistant materials near gates. Smooth finishes prevent splinters, and consistent slat spacing keeps toys from getting trapped. Safety can still look sleek and modern. Gates deserve star treatment. Decide on single or double openings based on mower and furniture access. Use diagonal bracing that pushes toward the hinge side, and add anti-sag kits for longevity. Soft close hinges feel premium and reduce wear. Smart locks and keypads improve convenience, especially at side yards. Frame house numbers or a simple knocker. Skip brand logos and text. Light the approach with path markers or low-voltage sconces for nighttime elegance and safety. Low-maintenance finishes save weekends. Choose color through composite or vinyl where repainting is a hassle. For wood, penetrating oils or factory-applied finishes weather more gracefully than film-forming paints. Powder coating protects metal superbly. Plan rinse days instead of sanding marathons. Keep vegetation trimmed back to prevent constant moisture. A modest yearly routine, wash, inspect, tighten, multiplies lifespan. Spending slightly more on coatings and hardware upfront buys years of easy enjoyment later. Keep a simple maintenance log so future touch-ups are straightforward. Color choices matter outdoors. Warm woods with charcoal or black frames feel modern and grounded. Coastal whites with pale gravel red bright and clean. Desert neutrals, taupe, sand, sage, blend into drought-tolerant landscapes. Deep greens disappear behind planting, allowing flowers and furniture to sing. Sample colors in sun and shade. Outdoor light shifts dramatically. Repeat tones from window trim or decking so the fence looks like part of the architecture, not an afterthought. Mixed material combos create richness. Try cedar slats within slim steel frames, composite boards with masonry piers, or bamboo screens between painted wood posts. Keep a repeating bay width and consistent top line so variety feels intentional. Metal caps and base channels protect wood edges. A single accent panel, laser cut or ribbed metal, adds punctuation near dining or hot tubs. The interplay of textures delivers depth without clutter or constant maintenance demands. Keep fasteners consistent and use corrosion-resistant hardware for longevity. Top and base details protect and polish. A picture frame perimeter cleans edges. Cap rails shield end grain and give drinks a resting spot near seating. Kickboards handle splashes, mower bumps, and leaf blowers. Gravel strips at bases improve drainage and create a crisp shadow line. Where fences meet soil, use rot-resistant materials and maintain airflow. These small moves extend life, reduce repairs, and make even budget fences look considered and complete. Lighting turns fences into nighttime architecture. Solar caps are simple, but low-voltage strips or tiny sconces elevate mood and safety. Backlight decorative screens to cast patterns, or wash vertical battens to emphasize rhythm. Plan cable routes and weatherproof junction boxes during framing, not after. Dimmers and smart timers automate ambience for dinners and late swims. Thoughtful lighting makes yards feel larger and more luxurious without big energy costs or maintenance headaches. Plant pairings soften hard edges. Train jasmine, clematis, or climbing roses onto trellises for fragrance and seasonal bloom. Use evergreen shrubs for year-round screening, and avoid invasive vines that pry boards apart. Add raised planters at corners or by gates to anchor views and hide posts. Drip irrigation behind fences keeps water off boards. The mix of foliage, texture, and bloom turns privacy walls into living backdrops you'll love to photograph. DIY success begins with the right tools. For posts, an auger saves time. For panels, use a quality driver, torpedo level and spacers. Set string lines for height and straightness. Wear gloves, eye protection and hearing protection. Stage materials close to each work zone to limit trips. Pre-cut shims and keep a hardware kit sorted by size. Good prep reduces mistakes, speeds assembly, and keeps energy focused when the weekend clock is ticking. Strong posts are everything. Dig to frost depth or at least 1/3 of fence height where frost isn't an issue. Use gravel at the base for drainage, then concrete collars above that to lock posts. Crown the top of concrete so water sheds away from wood. Add drainage cones or sleeves to keep posts from sitting in moisture. Align and brace posts while curing. Straight, solid posts guarantee panels hang clean and gates don't sag. Panel building rewards patience. Pre-finish boards where they'll be hard to reach later. Mark rail positions consistently and use story sticks to repeat spacing. Hidden brackets keep faces tidy. Visible screws should align perfectly. Check level every few boards. Small deviations grow. Stagger seams on long runs to avoid weak spots. When panels meet structures, add flashing or sealant to keep water out. The result is crisp, durable, and satisfying to admire. Gate day needs precision. Assemble frames square, then skin with boards, maintaining uniform reveals. Install the diagonal brace from bottom hinge to top latch. Use heavy-duty hinges and through bolts where possible. Set latches at comfortable heights and test with gloves on. 4 double gates. Add a center drop rod and receiver sleeve. Adjust soft close tension so movement feels smooth, not abrupt. A great gate feels expensive every time it swings. Finishing makes everything pop. Lightly sand touch points, wipe dust, and apply stain or oil along the grain. Follow manufacturer curing times before rehanging gates or installing latches. Paint metal fasteners where needed and seal cut ends immediately. Add felt pads behind banging spots, and silicone where water might intrude. Label leftover stain and keep a small repair kit. That last 5% transforms a good build into a polished, durable project. Need weekend-ready wins. Prefab vinyl or composite panels install quickly with matching posts and hardware. Bamboo rolls zip tie to existing chain link for an instant visual upgrade. Decorative screen bays frame a dining corner without building an entire fence. Focus on short runs that make the biggest impact, near seating or the kitchen door. Small, targeted projects deliver huge daily satisfaction and proof of concept before you commit to a full perimeter. Measure twice pre-stage tools, and protect landscaping with drop cloths and boards. Sustainable choices matter. Pick FSC-certified lumber, recycled content composites, and LoVOC finishes. Source stone locally to cut transport emissions and match regional character. Design for disassembly. Screws instead of nails, so parts can be reused. Keep vegetation off bases to reduce rot and chemical treatments. A greener fence usually maintains better too, because it's designed thoughtfully from foundations to finishes. Your yard looks great, and your choices quietly do good over time. Choose durable packaging and recycle offcuts responsibly after installation. Avoid common mistakes by pacing yourself. Don't ignore grade. Measure and plan steps or racking early. Set posts deep enough and brace them while curing. Leave expansion gaps for wood and composite. And maintain ground clearance so moisture doesn't collect. Confirm gate swing areas before digging. Keep hardware consistent across runs. The most expensive errors are usually layout and foundations, not boards. Slow is smooth, and smooth becomes surprisingly fast. Consider a quick before and after concept. Replace tired chain link along a patio with a slim steel frame and cedar slats. Then add one decorative screen near the grill for light play. Privacy jumps dramatically while airflow stays comfortable. Costs remain manageable by using wood where mass is needed and metal only at edges. Add warm lighting and planters to finish. The transformation feels custom and modern without requiring specialty tools or complex fabrication. Create a simple maintenance calendar. In spring, tighten hinges, rinse panels, and check for winter movement. In summer, trim plants back and spot treat any finish wear. In fall, reseal wood or clean composite so it enters winter protected. In winter, inspect for pooling water and clear debris. Keep a small kit: driver bits, screws, touch-up stain, silicone, and pads, so fixes are easy. Regular, tiny tasks prevent big problems and preserve curb appeal. Let's recap the smartest privacy styles for 2025. Horizontal slats, vertical battens, and board-on-board deliver coverage with modern lines. Composites and powder-coated metal keep maintenance low. Accents like laser-cut panels, Gabion piers, and soft lighting add personality. Plan for pets, kids, slopes, and wind early, and invest in strong posts and quality latches. If today's ideas helped, please like, share, and subscribe to Luxury Home Decor for more practical, stylish upgrades every day.